happy to introduce a new lesson, that is current electricity. So till now we were learning the property of static charges, the interaction between charges, and so many other things we have discussed in the previous classes. Today, different from that, we are going to discuss the motion of charges. When charge moves through a conductor, it is called electric current. So flow of charge is called electric current. Charges cannot flow as it is. We have to apply a potential difference between the two ends of a conductor. Then only charge can move from one place to another, or one point to another in a conductor. Conductors are crystalline solids that contains a large number of free electrons in them. For example, in the unit volume of a conductor, about 10 raised to 28 electrons are present. And the same number of positive ions are also present that you have to imagine. So how we can apply potential difference? Potential difference can be applied by a device called a battery. Battery has an EMF. When the two poles of a battery connected to the two ends of a conductor, a potential difference is created, and hence an electric field is developed. In an electric field, we have seen in the previous classes, when a charged particle is placed, a force acts on it, due to which electron starts moving from one place to another. The flow of electron is actually electric current, but conventionally the direction of electric current is taken as the direction of motion of positive charges. So mathematically the electric current is defined as the amount of charge passing through any cross section of a conductor in unit time. That is, I is equal to Q by T, everybody knows. In this case we can say I is equal to Q by T, charge flowing through a conductor in 1 second. But Q is equal to NE, therefore current I can be written as equal I is equal to NE by T. So this is a physical quantity. Any physical quantity can be measured. Electric current also can be measured. To measure electric current, we use an instrument called ammeter. Ammeter measures electric current in ampere. Q is measured in coulomb and time is measured in seconds. Therefore, 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second. So 1 ampere is equal to CS raised to minus 1. So this is a famous relation I is equal to NE by T. Current is a scalar quantity. Though it has a direction, electric current is a scalar quantity. Why electric current is a scalar quantity? Because it can be added or subtracted using simple methods of algebra. Right? See here, 5 ampere go to different directions. The amount of current is same, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So though electric current is a scalar quantity, but it has a direction. Direction of electric current is conventional. What is the direction of electric current? The direction of electric current is the direction of flow of positive charges. But positive charges cannot move. But we take the direction of electric current as the direction of motion of positive charges. Why? Because it is conventional. It is an yielding, preceding. So for very long days, this only we are following. Our forefathers in physics we are following the direction of current as the direction of motion of positive charges. So all these things we have seen. Electric current is a scalar quantity. Electric current can be steady current, and also that can be variable current, that also can be alternating current. If the amount of charge passing through any cross section of a conductor when a potential difference applied is a constant through every cross section of a conductor, if the amount of charge passing through is a constant, then the current through that conductor is steady. If it is not that, every instant, if the amount of charge passing through any cross section of conductor varies with the time, then the current through the conductor is variable. If the magnitude and direction of the current is changing with the time, what I said, if the magnitude and direction of electric current is changing with the time through a conductor, then such a current is called alternating current. So these are the different kinds of currents. So if the amount of charge passing through a conductor is a constant, then we can write I is equal to Q by T. If the amount of charge passing through a conductor is not a constant, it varies with the time, then current I is taken as equal instantaneous current, because every instant the amount of current passing the conductor is varying. In that situation, we would calculate I is equal to dq by dt. That means the amount of charge is varying with the time. Then the current is said to be current is not said to be a constant, but in that situation we would calculate instantaneous current. What is the amount of current through any cross sectional conductor at a particular instant of time? That is given by I is equal to dq by dt. This relation is also very important relation. So current through a conductor is 1 ampere if 6.25 10 raised to 18 number of electrons crosses a cross section in 1 second. So through any cross section of a conductor, if the amount of electrons passing through any cross section is 6.25 to 10 raised to 18 number of electrons, then we say that the current through the conductor is 1 ampere. So through different media, the charge carriers are different. For example, in the case of a crystalline conductor, crystalline medium, but a solid conductor, the charge carriers are electrons. But in the case of liquids, the charge carriers are not only electrons, this is positive and negative ions. In the case of gases also, the current passes through a gas. What is called discharge of electricity through a gas is also due to charge carriers. In that case, the charge carriers are electrons and positive ions. For example, if a discharge tube is taken and a certain gas is trapped inside, and between two electrodes a very high potential difference is applied. Due to the applications of very high potential difference, electrons of some atoms are dislodged, thereby creating free electrons and positive ions. And these positive ions and electrons will move in opposite directions, and electric current is established across a gas in a discharge tube. So these are the various ways how we can represent the graphical representation of this is steady current. That with the time, the amount of charge passing through any cross section is not changing; it is always a constant. But with the time, the amount of charge passing through any cross section is varying, and this represents AC current. AC current means the AC current is a current whose magnitude and direction varies. Magnitude always varies, but direction varies periodically, and such is called what is called alternating current.